Hi guys, it's Anita and I am here to do a video response to Scrappassion01's altered, I'm going to say Dollar Tree card. So I did two cards. I'm going to have to edit my video. This is the card that I altered. It was a larger card. I just trimmed out that flower piece and I put stickles on, not stickles, I glittered just some of the flower. I edged the cup in gold. This butterfly was on the card, and I'll show you a picture of the card before I altered it. And I used some gold ribbon just to tie in the gold that I etched the card with. And I mounted it on black paper. I used a Martha Stewart punch. I haven't used it in a while, so I pulled that out and used that. And the I wish one thing I do wish is that, see how the edge of the teacup with the flowers, it was at the edge of the card. I wish it were more like a centerpiece on the card, but it wasn't. So I went ahead and worked with what I had, and I stamped So Sweet using let me find it. Let me find it. I cannot find it, but this is what it is. It's by Hampton Art. It's called Inspirational Sayings, and that's the number. I was trying to clean off my desk before I hurry up and go to work. And today is the last day. Well, tomorrow is the last day for her challenge. So I can't find it, guys. Sorry about that. It's somewhere on this messy desk of mine. But yeah, I stamped the So Sweet. It's from that stamp set, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside is blank. I have not put a sentiment because I don't know what I'm going to write on there. And the doily is from a die. But what I do, I put wax paper in my die when I'm cutting something. And the wax paper cuts out. So I just used a piece behind there. If you look, it almost looks like a vellum where it's sheer, but it's just wax paper. I didn't do anything to the back. So that's my first card. I really like the way that they turned out. And this was an awesome challenge. Because sometimes you see pretty cards at the store and you're like, oh, what am I going to do with that? Because it's not going to say your speed. But yeah, I loved it. So this is the second one that I altered. And the whole front of the card was this. Underneath it had a saying. And like I said, I'll make sure that I upload pictures of the card, what it looked like before. I used a couple of dies from my stash. This stamp is really old. It's from Stampin' Up. It's called Kindness Matters. And I used that one right there. I put some pearls right here on. This is an amazing paper grace die. I forget what it's called. But I use this die a lot. I really like it. I used some ribbon that I had got in my stash, a button, and this right here, I didn't want it to just lay flat, so I popped it up. I cut one in white and one in the cream color, just to tie everything together. And the gray, it's like a gray, but it's a smoky gray, and this was the closest paper color that I had to it. So this is the front of the card, and it's very sparkly. And this was the inside of the card. It had a sentiment under here. Again, I just die cut out another die. This flourish was already on there. So I will stamp my sentiment or write a sentiment. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. But these are the two cards that I made, and I really had fun making them. This one was a challenge, trying to fussy cut out everything. Oh, and another thing I did, you probably can't tell, or can you? You can kind of tell where it looks like there's a shadow on this side behind. That's just watercolor that I brushed underneath there. And this part was not here. That's just watercolor that I wanted to make it seem like it was sitting on a table. So I just used some gray. It's not watercolor, I apologize. it is this, the hickory smoke. So I use some of that just for shadow effect. So that is my card. Those are my cards, and more to add to my stash. So thank you so much for hosting this challenge. I will be sure to message you once I get my video uploaded that I participated. And ladies, have a wonderful crafting day. Bye.